Good morning. I am Cami and I am here at In Motion teaching a slow flow yoga class this morning. So for those of you getting your mat all together, get all the props that you need, a blanket, blocks, or any other variation of some props that you like to use during your practice. I'm going to jump right in because we only have 30 minutes this morning. So let's get started. Sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position, hands resting on your knees, palms facing down to feel a little more grounded, or up to feel a little more open and receptive. You can let the tip of the index fingers touch the tip of the thumb if you'd like, in the knowledge mudra, and just closing your eyes and tuning into your breath. Taking a nice deep inhalation through the nose, exhale slowly out through the mouth. Just blow out the breath. Again, inhaling through your nose, exhaling slowly out through your mouth, gently blowing out the breath. Nice long exhalation. And just notice with each exhalation how the shoulders drop away from the ears, filling the breath, the lungs completely to the front, the sides, as well as the back side of the body. As you exhale, gently squeezing out the breath with the abdominal muscles. Nice long exhalation. You're rooting down through the sitting bones and lifting through the crown of your head. On your next inhale, see if you can lengthen the spine a little longer. And as you exhale, again, exhaling out through the mouth, gently blowing out the breath and maintaining that lengthening of your spine. And then shifting from that cleansing breath to Ujjayi breathing, where you gently contract the back of the throat, create that soft whispering sound of Ujjayi breath. Just listening in, tuning into this moment, focusing in on the breath, being aware and present, aware with your mind and present with your body. Just experiencing sensations, the touch of your hands on your knees, the sounds of the room that you're in, the sound of my voice even. Noticing the smell in your nose as well as the taste in your mouth, and even what you see behind your closed eyelids. Again, being aware and present. Observing the thoughts in your mind, letting them drift through your mind and letting go. And as you begin to focus inward, just setting your intention for your practice this morning. A word, phrase, affirmation, whatever comes up for you. It's been several weeks now that we've been at home practicing this social distancing and staying at home. And so notice what comes up for you. Perhaps words of peacefulness or patience, calmness, compassion. And as a phrase, an affirmation, your own personal mantra drifts into your mind, just repeat that a few times to yourself, carrying it with you as we practice together today. Keeping your eyes closed if you'd like. If you do open your eyes, just find a place to rest your gaze on the point on the floor in front of you or on the wall in front of you. And starting with some shoulder circles, just rolling the shoulders in one direction. Feeling the movement of the shoulder blades on the back side of the body. The collarbones on the front side of the body. How your arms move. And you can move both shoulders at the same time or alternate one and then the other. Just feeling that movement. And then reversing the direction of that rotation, rolling the shoulders in the other direction. Again, moving both shoulders at the same time or even alternating one and then the other. A few more times in this direction. Tuning into your breath. You can practice Ujjayi breathing, or you can just Focus in on the movement and allow the body to breathe naturally. And gently release the shoulders, nice tall posture, stretching the arms out to the sides, reaching through the fingertips. Turn the palms up. On your next inhalation, bring the arms all the way up overhead. And alternate reaching for the ceiling, extending one arm and then the other, bending at the sides of the waist. And as you extend one arm, bring the opposite hand to its shoulder, just increasing that movement. And the next time you reach your right hand up overhead, left hand comes to the floor, and bend to the left side, stretching the right side of the body. You can look down at your left hand towards the front end of your mat or up towards your ceiling and breathe. Breathe to the right side of the body, expanding the ribcage. Shoulders still release away from the ears, even in this position. And then on your next inhalation, come up, other side, right hand to the floor, left hand up and over. You can look down at your hand towards the front or up towards the ceiling. Tune into your breath. Eyes can be opened or closed. Nice, even breathing. And then on your next inhale, stretch the arms up, reach through the fingers, shoulders, release away from the ears. And then exhale, release the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers, extend the arms, heart lifts. Lift your gaze and breathe. Again, your eyes can be opened or closed. I like to imagine with the sun shining on my face here. Lifting the heart with your inhalation, maintaining the lengthening of the spine with your exhalation. And gently release the hands. Bring the hands out in front of you. Interlace the fingers again. Turn the palms forward. Tuck the tailbone around the spine. Bring the chin towards your chest. And then inhale. Bring the arms back up overhead. Exhale. Release. Twist to the left side. Hold here. And breathe. Nice even breathing. Looking over your shoulder. Just imagine squeezing out all that old stuff as you twist. In the twist, life realigns is one of my favorite quotes. And inhale, come to center, stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side. In the twist, life realigns. And breathe. Nice, even breathing. Squeezing out the breath, twist a little deeper, not striving to go too deep, just ease into it. And then inhale, come to center, arms lift up overhead, lengthen, and then gently release the hands. Roll the shoulders 3 times, one direction, and 3 times the other direction. And gently release. Stretching the legs out in front of you. And just point and flex your feet a few times. Rolling the ankles in one direction. And then the other direction. And then gently shake out the legs. Let's come onto all fours, please. So your hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width apart, and move however it feels right for you. You can sway the hips, move the hips in a circle. You can stretch a leg out behind you. You can even do a little puppy pose, walk the hands towards the front end of your mat. Whatever feels right here. And then coming back into your table position again, your hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width apart. Receive a nice deep inhalation. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine. Bring the chin towards your chest. Pull the belly button up towards the spine. Exhale and inhale. Lift and lengthen into cow pose. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. A couple more times in each direction. And then if you'd like, you can also add the toes. So as you tuck and round, curl the toes under, stretch the soles of the feet, And then as you lengthen into cow, release the toes and lengthen. A few more times, each direction. Remembering to breathe. Inhale as you lengthen into cow. Exhale as you tuck and round. Just tuning in to this moment. Close your eyes and just feel the movement from the inside. Coming back into your table position, pause here, widen out the knees, big toes touch, stretch back, child's pose. Arms can extend towards the front end of your mat. You can bend at the elbows. You can even stack your hands. Whatever feels right for you. Just breathe and be here, grounding, tuning in. Breathe in your intention, that word, phrase, affirmation of peacefulness, patience, kindness, compassion. Just notice where your thoughts are now, letting them drift through your mind, letting go, and just taking this opportunity to be aware and present, mind and body. And slowly coming back up into that table position, adjust your knees back to hip width, feet are hip width. And for those of you who have practiced with me for a long time, you know what's coming next. From here, lower down, 8-point pose. Slide forward into your cobra, press back, child's pose. Keep the knees hip width though, moving with the breath. Inhale, table. Exhale, 8-point pose. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. A few more times. At your own pace. For those of you who want to advance it, you know, you can pop up into your chaturanga if you'd like. You can even move into an up dog. Whatever feels right. Some of you want to make it a little more gentle, stick with your cat-cow. So it's your own little flow. As gentle or as challenging as you'd like. We're just warming up the body, being in our body, being in the moment and on our mats. No worries, no problems, just you. And the next time you come through into your child's pose, widen out the knees and rest here. Tuning into the breath and just being aware, body and mind, present and aware. Breathing to the back side of the body, feel the fullness of your breath. Breathing to the sides, breathing into the heart. And then from here, on your next inhalation, come back up into your table. Adjust the feet and knees back to hip width. Hands are shoulder width apart, middle fingers pointing straight out in front of you. You can gently grip your sticky mat. And from here, curl the toes under. Receive a nice deep inhalation. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. First down dog of the day for many of us. Alternate bending one knee and then the other. Just ease into the stretch. Even exaggerate the movement a little bit. Let your hips shift from side to side. And then coming back to center, lift the heels up towards the ceiling. Let your heart melt towards your toes. Shoulders move away from the ears. Press back out through your hands and then press the heels toward the floor. They may or may not touch. Mine don't touch. Some people's do. So just the intention is sending that energy out through the soles of your feet. Your heart melts towards your toes. Shoulders release away from the ears. Press out through your hands and breathe. Nice, even breathing. Gently using your abdominal muscles to squeeze out the breath. And then from here, walk your feet about halfway to your hands. Deeply bend your knees. Slide your hands to your feet. Knees are bent. Your belly button's on top of your thighs. Your heavy head hangs. You can shake out your head if you'd like. And then from here, bringing your arms to your sides, look towards the front end of your mat, ski jumper. The spine is nice and long. reaching through the fingers. You'll feel the warmth in your thighs. That's a good thing. Strong pose here. From here, sweep the arms out in front of you and up overhead. Utkatasana. Right? Buttocks are drifting back. Nice strong pose. This is powerful pose. Right? And then releasing the hands back to the floor. Knees are still bent. And gently begin to straighten up the legs. Hands to the shins. Lengthen out the legs. Half lift. Nice long spine. So if you feel like you're rounding, tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Your heart's moving forward towards the front end of your mat. Spine is nice and long. And then forward fold here. Bend and straighten the legs. Hands can rest wherever they reach. The shins, ankles, feet, or floor, or your blocks if you have them. Bend and straighten the legs. And then straightening the legs, holding here. Forward fold, Uttanasana. And breathe. Nice even breathing. And from here, bend the knees. Let's roll up to standing around the spine as you come up. Stretch the arms up. And hands, Anjali Mudra. Tadasana, mountain pose. Adjust the feet. Nice even breathing. Close your eyes for a moment. So, many of you like to keep your hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Arms can be at your sides. Turn the palms facing forward. Eyes can be opened or closed. Tune into the breath. Receive a nice deep inhalation here. As you exhale, point the fingers to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Look up and exhale, bow. Diving down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. And inhale, come all the way up. Hands back into Anjali Mudra. Press the palms together again. This time, inhale, arms lift up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Let the index fingers extend, thumbs cross, bending to one side. It doesn't matter which side you bend to first. Inhale, come up. Other side. 2 more times. Each side. Inhale as you come to center. Exhale as you bend. Inhale, center. Other side. Inhale, center. Other side. 1 more time. Inhale, center, last side. And come back to center. Hands Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Close your eyes. Breathe and be here. And then from here, stepping towards the front end of your mat. If you're not already there, again, Tadasana, mountain pose. Close your eyes, nice tall posture. Your feet are about hip width apart. Lengthen the legs. Lifting to the crown of your head. Receive a nice deep inhalation. And as you exhale, point the fingers to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow. Diving down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Step that left foot back. Low lunge. Holding here, breathe. Cup the hands, rest on your fingertips. A couple modifications. You can always drop that left knee. You can also bring your hands to your knees. Or if you have blocks, you can place your hands on blocks. All right, nice long stride here. And breathe. We're going to add on to this pose. Take a little baby step with that left foot, plant that left heel. Forward facing hip position, warrior one. The hips are facing forward towards the front end of your mat. Arms lift. Modify the arms as you need to. Bend at the elbows or arms at your sides, especially if you have shoulder issues. Check that right knee. It's directly over the heel. Anchor in the tailbone, but it's a back bend, so there should be a nice arch in your back. And breathe. Holding here. Slow flow means slow movement. Holding the postures, tuning into the breath, and then adding movements as we breathe. Receive a nice deep inhalation. Exhale, come back into your low lunge. We're going to step that left foot forward, come back into your half lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Low lunge. Holding here and breathe. Take a little baby step with that right foot. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Adjust the arms as you need to protect your shoulders. Left hip is pulling back, that right hip is turning to face the front end of your mat. And breathe. Lift the heart on your next inhale. Lift a little higher. Imagine you're bringing your ribcage up and out of the pelvis. Receive a nice deep inhalation. Exhale back into your low lunge. Pause here. This time we're going to step that front foot, that left foot, back to down dog. Pressing back, down dog, holding here, tune into your breath, and your choice of your flowing movement. You can do cat-cow, you can do an 8-point pose or a full chaturanga. Just take your time, 3 times through your flow. Inhaling plank, exhaling 8-point pose or full chaturanga. Slide forward, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Remember, modify as you need to. Flow with the breath. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And one more time through plank, 8-point pose or full chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or even up dog. And down dog. Tune into the breath. Nice, even breathing. Taking your time to finish your flow, meet in down dog. Hold here and breathe. And as you squeeze out the breath, look up between the hands, step, jump, half walk or float, half lift, and forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Tadasana, mountain pose. And breathe. We're going to do that one more time through adding on, as well as adding to our flow. Receive a nice deep inhalation. Exhale, point the fingers to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Step the left foot back. Low lunge. Pause here and breathe. Take that little baby step. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Hold here. Just lean forward a little bit. Come into a little diagonal line of energy from that left heel to the fingertips. And then inhale, come back up. Warrior 1. Receive a nice deep inhalation. Exhale back into your low lunge. So you're lengthening that stride. And this time we're going to open it up into Warrior 2. Circle that left arm around behind you, right arm in front. Nice long stride here. Hips are level, torso straight up and down. Arms extend. Make sure that left hand isn't doing something wonky behind you. Check that right knee, it's directly over the heel. And breathe. Smile a little bit. Remember, smile asana. Receive a nice deep inhalation and exhale back into your low lunge. Stepping that left foot forward, half lift and forward fold. Hold here, lengthening the legs, crown of the head moving towards the floor. On your inhalation, half lift again and exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Modify as you need to. Take a little baby step with that right foot. Plant that right heel, Warrior 1, forward facing hip position. Nice, even breathing. Bow forward just a little bit. Press out through that back leg. Strong pose here. Check that left knee, it's directly over the heel. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, back into your low lunge. So lengthen out that stride. Plant that right heel. We're opening it up into Warrior 2. Right arm behind you, left arm in front. Make sure you don't have that sassy hip. You want to deepen in that thigh socket, hip socket. And breathe. Left arm in front. Tune into your breath. Receive a nice deep inhalation. And then in your own graceful way, low lunge. This time step that left foot back, down dog. And from here, flow through your vinyasa 3 times, whatever that looks like. Remember, cat-cow counts, so you can always stick with cat-cow. Whatever feels best for you, making it as gentle or as challenging as you like. You can also rest in child's pose. Flowing with the breath in slow motion. Noticing if you're holding the breath, just being aware. And then finishing your flow, meeting in down dog, and breathe. Holding here. Nice even breathing. And then releasing the knees to the floor and stretch back to child's pose. Tune into your breath. Breathe to the front, the sides, as well as the back side of the body. Just being aware. Tune into your intention. Remember that word, phrase, affirmation, your mantra for today. On your next inhalation, come up onto your shins and knees and slowly make your way onto your buttocks. Feet are about hip width, arms stretch out in front of you, shoulders back and down, Navasana boat pose. Feet can just hover a couple inches off the floor. You can extend the legs or lift the legs a little higher, or extend the legs. You can also do a low boat. So choose what feels right for you. If you're feeling it in the back, you might need to adjust the heart a little bit. And then slowly release the feet to the floor. Stretch the arms back, shoulders back, and down. We're going to make our way all the way down to the floor. Slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Pause halfway, take an extra breath. If you feel like you're going to flop down though, as you make your way down to the floor, use your hands and arms for support. Receive a nice deep inhale. And exhale, slowly come all the way down. Pull the knees into the chest. Hug the knees. You can rock from side to side. And then place one hand on each knee. Roll the knees in one direction. Use your floor to kind of massage the sacrum, that little triangle at the base of your spine on the hips. And then other direction. And then pull the knees back into the chest. And then bring your feet to the floor. Knees are still bent. Adjust your hips about 2 inches to the right. So you feel a little wabi-sabi. Pull the knees back into the chest. And then you're going to bring the knees over to the left side. It's a twist hand on top of the right knee. Right hand can stretch out to the side. You can gaze up at the ceiling. You can gaze over your right shoulder. There should be no neck tension. And I recommend closing your eyes and breathe. Nice even breathing. Tuning in the twist, life realigns. Squeezing out the old stuff, making room for something new. On your inhalation, come back to center. Bring the feet to the floor, adjust the hips to center, and then shift the hips about 2 inches to the left, knees to the chest. And this time bring the knees over to the right side. Right hand on top of that left knee. Left arm can stretch out to the side. You can bend at the elbow. If there's too much of a stretch across that pectoral muscle, just bring that arm to your side a little more. Or if you want to increase the stretch, bring the arm up overhead. Whatever feels right. Close your eyes too. Just be in this moment, remembering awareness and presence, a mind-body connection. And then slowly come back to center. Adjust the hips to center, pull the knees into the chest. And here, just taking this opportunity, any last posture or two that the body's calling out for, just give into that pose. I'll give you some ideas. You can do happy baby pose. You can thread the needle. You can do a bridge pose, a little windshield wipers. You could just do a reclining fold. Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together and letting the knees fall wide. You choose whatever feels right for you. Switching sides or switching poses. Just being aware, taking this opportunity to be in your body, taking this time for you. And then when you feel balanced, pull the knees into the chest, just hug the knees, curl into a ball, and then make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. So you can place a rolled up blanket under the knees, let your feet be wide in Shavasana. Make any adjustments in the hips, the shoulders, kind of shake out your body, feet fall wide, arms at your sides, palms facing up. Roll your head from side to side. I know some of you at home are just like, okay, I'm done, and want to get up. But I highly recommend just taking this opportunity for yourself. This is the best part, where you bring balance to the body, where you release stress and bring peacefulness and calmness. You integrate your whole practice in this moment, in this posture, Shavasana. And just let go of thinking. Tune into the breath. Just feel that wave of relaxation. Just move through the body with each exhalation, surrendering and letting go. Observing sensations, lightness, tingling sensations within the body. Perhaps some warmth or heat within the body. Even feel for your heartbeat. As thoughts may drift into your mind, letting those thoughts be, letting them go. Come back to this moment. And then slowly bring some movement to the body, starting with the toes and the fingers, pointing and flexing the feet, rotating your ankles, your wrists. Stretch the arms up overhead, stretch and yawn. Open up the mouth, initiate a yawn. And then slowly bending the knees, pulling the knees into the chest. Hug the knees. And then let the knees fall to one side, roll to one side, rest your head on your arm. Just take a few breaths here. Keep your eyes closed. And then slowly make your way back up into a seated posture. You can cross your legs, let your hands rest on your knees or in your lap or even Anjali Mudra. Tune into your breath, just being aware. Bowing your head slightly in gratitude for this gift of time that you've given yourself. Reflecting on your practice, observing how you feel right now. And contemplating your intention, that word, phrase, affirmation, and just repeating that a few times to yourself. Taking your intention with you, applying it to your life, your relationships, your work, your community, your world. And from your family here at In Motion Fitness, we wish you health and safety. Be safe, and we look forward to seeing you again. Namaste.